Ashley, you're going to come in. So go ahead and unmute yourself and then turn on your camera. I cannot hear you yet until you do so. It's going to be all down the bottom. Got to put lip gloss on.
Am I unmuted?
You are unmuted now. And then go ahead and turn on your camera, and you're going to see me right next to you when you show up. You'll be like, oh, there's my face. Should be, it's going to be right next to there you go. Hello.
So nice to see you again.
I know. Where are you at right now?
I'm currently in Nebraska.
What are you doing?
We're here for my wife's work. She's building a Chick-fil-A here. So the last time I talked to you, I was in Rhode Island.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Okay. Wait. So they're doing, okay. Okay. That makes so much sense now because somebody was talking about spouse, somebody was talking about wife for a second, and then they were giving me a feeling of like big things. And I'm like, okay, well, we're already married, so I don't know what else is a big thing. And apparently, yes, building a Chick-fil-A is probably a big thing, right? That comes with a lot of stuff. And so, hold on. Yeah, it was interesting. I just pulled up your appointment right now, and I was like, I've read her. I've read her before. I know exactly who this is. I know this name. I know this feeling. I know this vibe. But how long has it been? It's been like, what, a year?
It's
How
been
long?
a year. So the last time I met you, my wife was sitting with me, and you ended up reading. So I rescheduled because I was like, no, I want to turn.
That's what it was. Yes. Okay. So that's what, oh my God. Okay. So just realize too, like as before we're getting into this, start talking about your wife. Okay. So we're going to push her out in my brain. We're going to make sure that she stays out and that it's only your people. And so here we go. You already know how I do this. I'm going to go ahead and put on my spirit box. Boom. We have that going. Okay, good. So I was making sure it wasn't caught in my headphones. And they're talking about today. Okay, hold on. I don't even have to tell you how I'm going to do this anymore, which is great. You already know how. And you're probably going to have questions, which is good. Hit it, but hold on. Let me, so many things. Did you already have, like here, you're probably going to tell me no on this. I don't know. Did you already have like a weird symbol thing outside of like your house thing like today or yesterday? And what do I mean by that? They gave me an example of, and now mind you, I haven't seen everything, right? So they gave me an example of like, if I walked outside of my home and there was just like a butterfly that was sitting on the driveway and it was just staying there for too long. Like that's what they just showed me. Did you have something like that? Oh, what is that?
Oh my God. So yesterday I was, sorry, that's my dog.
That's okay.
Yes, doing laundry and I saw this butterfly and it was drowning in my dog pool. So I went and I picked it up. I literally held on to it for like 20, 30 minutes. Its wings were broken and I Googled and it said that it was going to die. And I was like, no, you're not. So I brought it inside, trimmed its wings to make them even. And then after like 20 minutes, it finally like started flapping its wings. And I took a whole bunch of video and everything. It was the craziest, coolest experience. It was so cool.
Wait, oh, look at her. She's like, yes, it is. Okay, so just FYI, they literally showed it. They showed me concrete. They showed me out the side. They showed me it just sitting there for far too long. They're showing me they're making big things about the wings or something going on with the wings. And they're talking about how this was like today or yesterday. So they know all about that. Okay, so they not only know about that, but I think that maybe, oh, hold on. Somebody just said, I didn't do it. I said, is this a symbol from somebody? And they go, no. And so there's somebody, I bet it's just God, it's source, it's all that. It's you taking that moment. There is a female that I think she had something to do with it, but I think it's more that they were watching you do it and they love the compassion and how much time you took with it. So that's cool. I've never had that brought up before. And they are, oh, show this to your wife. That's weird. I've never had that brought up before in my life. And that's really good. How do you clip the wings? Oh, that's a new thing. Did you get like little fingernail scissors or something? Or what did you use?
Have these scissors that I have on my desk, and I just, I mean, they were really uneven, so I just made them as even as possible and cut them in the first place. But I did.
Yeah, yeah. And they did it.
I was like, yes, flap your wings, and it's correct.
You gotta send me the video of it because that's really, really cool. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Good job. So apparently they know about it. So that's what we're gonna go with right now. They also did, why? Hold on. Where's that? Do you have a, hold on. Do you have gravel? No. Do you have gravel outside of your front door? Or like PVC, or like when you step down and it goes, I guess a lot of ton of little rocks. Do you have something like that?
No.
Okay. No, you would know. You would know. You'd be like, yes, no. There's a thing of, hold on, give me a second. Let me develop that idea. I let the butterfly develop. Um, what do you mean by that? Okay. Okay. Question. And your wife is not being the supervisor of the build. There's somebody else that is being like the supervisor of the build.
No, she's the superintendent.
She's the head person. Is she having like I wouldn't even say an issue, but is she like bumping heads with somebody or something?
Everybody. Everybody's giving her a hard time here. She's
They
job ever.
Okay, yeah, she goes like this. I was like, why are you showing me like little white rocks, where people walk down? And they showed me construction. They made me hear boots get, how they like that. And and then they went through and they showed me construction sites that I've seen in my area, how like the trailer usually on it, if there's a trailer, is for the supervisor. And they showed like her in there, but then they showed other people walking in and her being like, And so I'm like, is she not the head? Like, why is she getting yelled at by everybody? No, it's because she is the head and everybody's like giving a hard time. And all they're saying is like, this too shall pass. It will be okay. It will be fine. But yeah, so they see that. They see all the crazy shit going on. And tell me. Somebody says, baby, you got to keep her level-headed. You got to keep her level-headed. Oh, no, they don't even have time for that. And they're talking about like intimate relations or whatever it is. They're like, we're too tired. And I'm like, I get it. I understand that as well. And so they're just talking about your relationship too. Like wrapped it all in together. And they're saying that, tell me. Ooh. Oh, ooh, very random question on this. They're doing really good. I don't know if this is a going to be thing or if this did. I'm having a hard time with like placements where they're talking about it. She hasn't like broken her little joint on her finger or something, just like the smaller part of it up here, not the hand. Or has she experienced anything with like the two top joints of what would be like one of these two fingers? I know that's oddly specific. Or jammed it. Okay. I think there's going to be something that goes on that, because let me just tell you what they're making me hear. They're making me hear her come in after work. And you're like, what happened to your hand? What's going on? And she's like, it's okay. It's fine. And you're like, but it's purple. And she's like, yeah, it's fine. I just stubbed it. And you can see that it's like like right here is like swollen and red. And you're like, what, when she's like, what am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with it? Are we just going to like tape it or something? And you're just like, no, let me like wrap it up. I don't want you to wrap it up. I don't want you to do it. Just let me do it. God, you're grumpy. I know. I know. Like that is gonna, so I'm thinking that's probably going to be, and if that sounds like an identical way that you would talk to one another, they're making me hear something that's probably about to happen in the future. And so when that does, I would even say keep it to yourself and then watch that moment happen and then be like, holy shit, and then go back and watch this part of the session.
Oh my God, that happens every time. So just like, what am
Does
I gonna do?
it? Does it? Okay. Yeah, they're talking about what do we do? And I'm like, okay. Yeah. So I think that's gonna be a thing that happens, but it's not because she's out there, throwing bricks. I think it's something stupid. I don't know. It's something stupid that happens on the job site. But I mean, obviously, no workman's comp. It's just something funny. And it's just something for them to let you know that, yes, again, like the butterfly, we're watching this as well. Okay. And they're talking about how, who? Oh, who are you? Who are you? Why are you smoking a cigarette? What are you doing? Somebody just came in here and they're smoking a cigarette sitting next to me, and I'm okay with that. And that's the way it feels. What? Hold on. Are you the one telling me all this stuff? I got two names of Bob and Clay, which don't make any sense. I have no idea where they would go if they did. Do you know anybody named Robert that would be around you quite a bit, or Bob? You don't seem like people that hang out with Bobs.
No, but I do know of Robert. We just purchased our fifth wheel from Robert.
Shut up. Really?
Yeah, his name's Robert.
His name is Rob. Yeah, somebody goes, so the person smoking the cigarette, it's a female, and she goes, oh yeah. And and Bob, Robert, and it's just, it's like they're trying to have a casual conversation, but that's how it's coming in. So there, I would almost say too, I've never purchased a fifth wheel before. I've never even been one in before. And so they're trying to bring something up. So they know that. So I don't even have to say they're going with like a congratulations. Wait. Okay, go back over here. Remember, the only time that I've ever been in a fifth wheel is on a lot when I went with my husband to California and they went to go buy one for their grandparents, and it was on a lot and there was those little rocks and you walk into it and you step down on it, right, to go in. I'm thinking instead of that being a trailer for work, I'm thinking they're trying to talk about people going into a fifth wheel before, like the PVC rock or whatever it is. And so I'm reading it as a trailer or something. And they were talking about here it's at your house or it's at your home. And I'm like, what? And it's because it's your fifth wheel. I think that's how they were trying to bring it up, but I didn't get it. So now they brought up the name of the person you bought it from. And tell me, oh my God. Oh, but you got it. So you got it online. You got it like semi-used in a good way. Good. Okay. I said, what dealership? I said, was that their salesperson? And they go, no. And they talk about so this means like in person or like doing a deal with like locally or something. And I go, oh, okay. And they're talking about how, why? Oh, did Robert have a wife that like couldn't go anymore or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
she's talking about it. She goes like this. She says, oh, Robert had a wife and she just can't go anymore or couldn't go anymore. And, it's okay. They're a nice couple. They're good. He's good. There you go. And well, I just realized I grabbed my sheet that has every single page scribbled on, so I'm going doing my other one. Hold on. But she's not dead yet, though, correct? She's just more housebound, the wife?
We don't really know anything about the wife. We never met her. She never came to the
She
thing.
never came.
But only thing that Robert said was that they had bought it. They planned on living in it as their home, but something happened with like her brother or somebody in the family is like sick with dementia. So like they bought a house to be closer. So,
To be there, and so they couldn't go in it anymore and do that. Okay, that makes they're more settled in the home. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so they're just talking. I wouldn't even be surprised. Just that wife, maybe some of Robert's spirits showed up for a second because now you'd be living in his fifth wheel. Okay, or staying in it. So hold on, let's go back over here. Who are you? I think this is the shush. There's a shush. This may be. Don't you want to? Don't you want to bring up like a Sherry or a Shelly or something? Right? Is that who you want to connect with? Or a shush? Right?
Starts with an S, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, somebody keeps going. Shh, and I'm like, I don't know exactly. Because I don't know all the S names. Hold on. Who? What? There's a woman here and she loves you. She says, give me a break. She's a little bit sarcastic. She's a very good person. She has a grittier voice underneath it, which for me, that's probably because she's smoking cigarettes before. And she's funny. She's talking about her appearance. She thinks that you look great. She's talking about how she could use some cheek filler. She's talking about how she didn't have the money to do that. And she says it'd be nice though. And she's talking about how because I have cheek filler right here because I lost like 120 pounds. So like obviously my face dropped, right? And so she's talking about that. And you were a hot mama. I know you were. She's talking about being the person that would go and like tan when she was much younger and like tan everywhere. And so now she has all this like, they show me a leather couch. That's essentially what, because it looks like it happens like that. So, but she just adores you. Why? Hold on. Does she have a son as well? Odd. Who is like the guy or who would be? Give me a second. Hang on. There is it's like you, and then she puts herself, and there's this feeling of like younger male, boop, boop, that just barely. So I was gonna say if there's a son, is he like not in her life at all? Like doesn't talk to her or anything like that. The other thing that may be is maybe there's like some sort of like, no, it's not a nephew. Doesn't feel like a nephew. No, 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 no. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on. So she wasn't married at the end of her passing. Yeah, she says, "Oh, I was married before. Good riddance to him." Like, oh, okay. And I said, "So did you like pass by yourself or like without your partner?" She's like,
Ugh.
and I'm like, "All right, fine." And why? Hold on. See what happened? She's pulling my hair. What are you doing? Um, she's saying, I guess, at the end of her life, she's complaining about her hair. Um, I don't know why, what the purpose of that is yet. Well, were we not able to like put, oh, her mother is crossed as well, isn't she? Her mother's crossed too? Odd. She's talking about her mother not being able to take care of her, or her mother not being able to help out with her or something. I don't know. She just says something. I'm like, well, maybe because your mom is gone. Maybe that's the reason why. Um, I don't know why. She's trying to talk about a couple little things. She's flashing me like 10 different photos in my brain. I don't exactly know how it all goes together, so I'm trying to get her to realign them just a little bit. Um, she talks about wires, which I think that goes for like cords, like hospital or medical or whatever this is. I don't know exactly when or what time this is. She talks about how, hold on, help me. What? Did we not, like at the end of her life, did she not make it to go on hospice? Yeah. She says, "This is all I hear screaming. I didn't have this slow passing, or I couldn't get on hospice, or I couldn't do this." That's all she keeps yelling. And I'm like, "Okay, okay." I was like, "Are you sure?" And she keeps saying it over and over and over again. And she says that, tell me, it's almost like she wants to find closure within herself through you. Hold on, tell me, where are you? Where are you? You can always come home. What do you mean by that? Hold on. What does this mean? God, so is this person like a mother figure for you?
I
She's
hope
a little
so.
bit really, yeah. She's a little bit more wild than like my normal typical mom figure. Or not wild in a bad way, but just like interesting. But and she loves you, but she has this edge about her in a good way. And when she's telling you, she's like, "Come on home. You can come home." And what does that mean? Like, come home to my house or wherever it is. She is talking about how why? Hold on. She keeps grouping herself in with another female. So was there like another, like an aunt or like a sister that was around her a lot, like with you or around you, or who would be like the equal female to her? That's it. I don't know the relationship. For me, the best way I can describe it is like I have a godmother, but it doesn't even feel like that. That's why I'm like trying to find the words of the relationship. Because I don't think her mother was like a part of like, around her 24/7. So I don't know who that is, but she keeps referencing in that. And she told me, hold on. We'll see if she can open that up more. She talked about butterfly earlier. She can talk about that too. Hold on. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Why? Why? Where? She just put a party hat on and a celebration hat. Why? Um, Talking about having big dreams, having big dreams, having big dreams. Hold on, hold on. So this was then like this was your mom. Like this was your like this was okay. I said, "Are you like a best friend?" I said, "Are you like aunt?" Or I said, "Are you like a mother figure?" And she goes, "No, no, no." She says, "This is my daughter. She popped out of me." And I go, "Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's okay." But just straight up like that. I go, "All right," because we can have moms that we don't like, but then we have somebody that raised us for 40 years, so they're like our mom, right? Like that. And it feels like now she can live a life that she always wanted, that she couldn't before. Like she wanted to be more fabulous. Like she shows herself as like she went to Vegas or something like that. Like if we have a party or if we have champagne or if we have this big fur mink stole around us or whatever it is. But like she didn't have that because she was limited not only by her education, but her income level, how young she had kids, the people that fucked her over in her life. And so essentially she had one after another of like these difficult things, and she's just trying to make it. But she's a really good person. And so now she's talking about, so I just got invited to go do a show in Vegas, and she's like, "I'm going to go with you." And I'm like, "Well, I don't drink." I was like, "Well, you can come with me." And she's like, "Yes." And then she made me taste champagne. And I go, "Okay." And she says, "Oh, I'll have heavier liquor." I said, "You have a great time with that. Just, be careful." Like, that's what she keeps showing me. And so she's really, really nice. She's very fun. And so I have to say that your mom is not only with you, right? She's hanging out with you, but she's also like living a life that she always wanted, that she loves. She likes, tell me. She said that you would oh, for the last 10 years of her life, do you feel like the position of power really shifted to you being more of the mom for her? or like maybe like emotional or physical or mental or whatever this is. Yeah, she just showed herself and she went, and she says, she showed me an image of looking up to you, and she says, I wasn't the best kid, essentially. And I go, oh yeah, like just talking about like that. Now I don't know to what degree. Is it little? Is it big? And she says, like, I'm sorry for that happening, but at the same time, you would tell her like it is, or you would call it as it is, or you'd be very straight with her. And she says, you have these things that I don't have, talking about her herself. And she's talking about how you must have a lot more Taurus underneath you, because she has this very like type of energy. You're a little bit more pop, pop, pop in a good way. And uh-huh. And she says, tell me why. Can you tell me at the end what happened?
I would like
Yeah, we're going there. We're going there. Hold on. Did they? She's a great person, but was she like drinking and also taking like her prescription medications at the same time? Yeah. She says, I like to party. I go, oh, really? I said, tell me about this party. She says, party for one at home. And then I go, what? And then she just shook a couple pill bottles, and she added other stuff on top of it. And she's talking about how if she got blasted or whatever it is, or if, she didn't care, she didn't really honestly have a whole lot of idea of like what was going on underneath her body, essentially. And the reason for that, I don't this was a symbol and a feeling at the same time. She showed me like women, I don't think she died this of this, but this is the example where that came from. When people get older and they have a bladder infection and they don't realize that they do, and then it goes septic, and then that's how they die. But it's because they're doing all this other shit and they're not thinking about it. And so she's just talking about this layer of like how kind of like semi out of it I am. And she tell me she's a butterfly. Your mom is a butterfly. She's a butterfly. That's probably, oh, you helped your mom. That's what I'm gonna say. She had broken wings and you mended her and helped her fly away. That's what I'm going to say that as. That was a whole metaphor for that. Yesterday, that was a metaphor. And what? Can you walk me through? Where? Hold on. Did she live in like a smaller, like one bedroom place or something?
it wasn't one bedroom, but it was a tiny.
It's a tiny place. Okay. Just because she goes like this, she's talking about how you can see the hallway bathroom from your bed. She's like, you could see the bathroom from like your bed, which just means, obviously the hallway would have to be pretty, pretty short. So this means that the house is the, yeah, stuff like that. And she's talking about how, why, who is that? Do you know a Justin, or a person that sounds like Justin? I mean, that's the only Ustin, Dustin.
I don't know a Ustin. I know a Asen. Jason.
Who's that? Who's that?
That would be my son, my stepson, my wife's son.
Oh, that's your stepson. Oh, how interesting. Okay, okay. And then, but he was never living with your mother, though, correct?
So,
No, yeah, okay, absolutely. Sorry. I'm going back and I'm trying to connect that. Why would she show me a male that shows up very quickly and leaves? That's why I was like, you don't have a brother, right? Hold on, let me see. She may be talking about that, because remember how she made it feel like it was very quick in and out. And it could be because he's there, but he's not really a part of her life, or he wasn't really a part of her life. But I'm not going to go too far deeper into it. She keeps making me feel like she probably just how she feels. Did we end up like finding her dead?
I did not. Her brother found her.
That's the male. Her brother found her. Her brother found her. Okay, that's the male. That's the in and out. But okay, that's it. Sorry, she goes like this. She says, "Oh, you know when it was bad?" And I said, "What? Where were you at? What was going on with your last minutes?" And she says, "They found me dead." And I go, "Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah." And she's talking about how kind of like semi-embarrassing that is. I would even have to say, but she wasn't on oxygen or anything like that, correct? Yeah. Okay. I said, did you like have a CPAP or was like something going on or were you having lung issues? I know you smoke. And she goes, nope, 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 nope. And I go, oh, okay. And she's talking about how, why? I don't think it was a suicide fully. I think it may have been like an accidental or like she like her body just like accidentally gave out or like there was something that goes along with this just because I said to commit you I said to unalive yourself. I said, is that what happened? She goes, no, no, I'm not that sad. I'm not that mad. Believe me, I read a lot of people like that. And I go, okay. She says, I was gonna have another day. I go, oh, okay. And then she's talking about how just there's this feeling. I don't know better way to describe that. Um, how, hold on, hold on. Did we not waste money on an autopsy?
No, there. I think there was an autopsy done.
Okay, good. She goes like this. She says she's talking about how the reason why she passed, it's two different things, or it's two different things that collided together. So I don't know if it's from like long use of like the combination of meds or something mixed with like or I wouldn't even say it doesn't feel necessarily like a heart attack. It's weird. It doesn't feel all the way like a heart attack. It doesn't feel like an explosion. It feels like an out. More than anything. So like failure, maybe. Do you have any idea?
The autopsy said that she had a heart attack,
Heart.
but
Okay.
it was strange because her last week were so unusual. Like she was gonna go get her heart tested out because she was having these like bouts of amnesia. Like she wasn't here and she was like moping around and she was moaning, but there was
Yeah.
nothing. She was walking and moving and moaning, and I was talking to her. She couldn't hear me. She didn't even remember it, and I'm like,
Really?
coming over, and she's like, no, what did I do? And I'm like, you sounded like you were in agony.
Holy crap. Yeah, she's there. She's talking about how she I don't know necessarily it was a full heart attack. I think it was almost like the heart gave out, but it almost feels more like now mind you, I'm not a doctor though, because in most heart attack cases, and yes, it is something to do with the heart, but do I know what it is fully? I don't know. Um, it may have even been like a blood clot. Two, they could have like when it's traveling, it could have like caused something with the brain function to make her have that zoned out type of state, and then it entered in, and then boom.
Yeah, it
You
was
see,
weird.
yeah, yeah. I think it's two parts of it. But she's talking about how because most heart attacks I feel this wow and it's painful, and she's just talking about how bleh, like we're out,
Yeah,
we're gone, we dipped. So
I thought that was weird.
uh-huh. She's okay. Hold on. That's the mail. Hold on. So, but she wasn't living with her brother?
She was.
Uh,
He was living with her for a few years. He wasn't doing
uh
well,
he
so
wasn't
he
doing
my old bedroom.
that's your old man. Okay, she goes like this. She says, "Oh, he would come in and out. He would come in and out, or like living with me." And I go, "Oh, okay." I said, "So did he come in to like see you?" And she's talking about how, tell me, she's not there. She doesn't like living in that place.
Okay, good.
She's not stuck there at all. She likes to hang out with you. She likes to be in your area with you. She likes to annoy your dogs. She likes to go to Vegas. She likes to, what else? Hold on. Hold on. She's funny. I'm not saying that you are big by any means because you're not at all, but she is so small compared to you for some reason. Like she's so tiny, not this way. Um, hold on. So you must have gotten your height from like your dad, right? I mean, you're like what, 5'7"?
I'm 5'5".
You are okay, you're okay, yeah, you're right around there. Okay. Yeah. She goes, oh, she's not incredibly tall. And I'm like, oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. She tell me. Yeah, she shows up like very small next to you for some reason. And that could be spirit. That could also be because you're helping her or you're helping her find the light. And hold on. Let me ask her about this. Ooh, what about her now? I wonder what the party thing was for. Um, hold on. Who's the June birthday? Who's the Gemini?
That would be Jason. He's
Oh,
June's the Cancer Gemini
yeah,
cut.
oh, okay. So again, we're bringing back Jason up. So that probably means that somebody's here to talk to your wife, to talk about Jason. And so I'm going to push them over there. Yeah. Somebody goes like this. I said, what were you talking about the birthday party for? The party for? And they go, oh, he's Gemini. And I go, oh, okay. I don't know who that is. And so they're just like reaching through and saying hi and happy birthday. And they're talking about how, tell me, hold on, hold on. Ooh, come here, mom. Come back here. She's talking about, okay, so you ended up going to this house and you ended up going through her stuff, correct? Yes, good. She's talking about being in her room. And she showed me an image of you going through stuff. And she's like, why are you going through all my shit? Why are you going through all my shit? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Why are you going through all my shit? Like, I'm right here. Like that. That's why I started laughing. And I said, who is this? Who's doing this for you? Is it the brother? And he goes, no. And I go, oh, okay. And she's talking about, she showed me Farrah Fawcett. Interesting. Why? Oh, turn. Wait, that means something. Hang on. I love it. Interesting. Hang on. I need to look up this song. Um, Google. Give me a second. And a turn by the Birds. Do you have anything, or does she have anything to do with 1965?
Um, Not that I know of. No.
Okay. Only reason is because when I go through and somebody, hold on, let's go. Or does somebody have anything to do with December?
Um, I think that's my grandma's birthday, but I don't know for.
Okay, confirm only reason. Okay, so somebody just put the song from a long time ago, and it's called Turn. There is the season, turn. Anyways, and it's by the Birds. So I didn't know, but I had to look it up. But when they do that, there's always a reason. It's either something to do with the date or the year. There was one time I looked up a movie because they put it in my brain that I'd never watched before, and it was the gentleman that I was channeling. It was his birthday the day that it released. So just like, yeah, so weird thing. So you have to look at it further. It could be that she's trying to also talk about maybe something um that is in the lyrics of it. So maybe go back and like look that up as well. And she, tell me, hold on. Were you? Oh, she just took me back to when you were a baby. Hold on. She thinks like you're her pride and joy. She just had you. like that. And she, wow, hold on. Was she already having a really hard time with your dad at that point? Or like your father? Or was like that really difficult for her at that point when you're a baby?
Uh, yeah.
Okay. Just because she goes and she says, it's her and it's her and I love her, I love her. And she goes, and I said, well, what about your husband? Or like, what about your partner? And she goes, and she moves away from it. So that means, yeah,
Yeah,
it like
5.
Oh, yeah. So it was already up Schitt's Creek without a paddle at that point. Yeah, absolutely. I that she's talking about how I divorced my husband when my son was 4, and I probably should have done it like the day that I conceived my child. So I can only imagine. And they're talking about how, tell me, so what about her? Hold on. She likes your nails. Do you not have nails on right now?
Yeah. They're a little
You
press
do
on.
they are. Okay, okay. They're just press-ons though. You said? Okay. That's why I mean not just press-ons are great. You get what I'm saying. She goes like this. She's talking about my nails. And she says, oh, you don't have to go to a salon to get them done. And I'm like, well, I mean, I swore she had fake nails on. And she goes, no, 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 no. And that's why I was like, do you not have them? So she's with you when you decide to wear your nails, or she's with you when you're choosing them out, or she's choosing the colors with you. So she's kind of like all with you all the time. She thinks that you are just the bee's knees. Hold on. What do you want to say to her? She does say she's sorry, but for what are you sorry for? She's been yelling that in my brain. Hold on. Tell me. Hold on. So had you been like helping, like giving money to your mom? You did. Okay. She goes like this. She goes, I'm sorry. And I'm like, what is this sorry for? And she says, like, I'm sorry that I couldn't have been like a better help for you. And then I said, what are you talking about? And she makes me hear, like, if you have 20s and you unfold them, and she has that, and she says, I wish I would have been able to give back instead of always taking. And so she's talking about, I know, and so she's talking about, thank you for that, thank you. It's like her appreciation for helping her out. She was in a tough situation, and she was limited, obviously we already talked about in the very beginning, but she loves who you are and she appreciates how you give selflessly, essentially. And she's talking about how she's like selflessly, she's like, she'd give the shirt off her back and then she takes your shirt off and she gives it to her. And I go, oh, okay, I gotcha. And she says that, tell me, hold on, truck. Are you gonna have to get a new truck? Or what is that about?
So we just got a new truck to tow our fifth wheel.
You did. Oh, congratulations. Okay, sorry. She goes like this. She says, "Oh, I like to sit with her." I said, "Where?" And then she makes me hear like when you're going over a speed hump in a truck and it
Cool.
and yeah, so she's talking about being with you for that and congratulations. Maybe she can tell me your salesperson name because she clearly knows how to do that. And she why? Oh, who are you? Hold on. I love your mother. She's so cool. She's very fast. She is in heaven. She's in a higher vibrational state. Um, hold on. And that's why her mother couldn't help her out because she was going through a lot of stuff. Um, hold on. What about her? Hold on. Interesting. This is going to be a very random thing that I'm about to tell you, but I want you to really stay on top of getting your boobs checked.
Okay.
It's very random. She just showed me an image. Remember the charts? I don't know if you remember, but the charts that used to be in like gyms or whatever, and you see like this is how you do it. Um, you're not gonna like have cancer and die or anything like that. That's none of that. But there may be a time, I'm even gonna say coming up in like the next 2 years, more heavy on the latter part of 2 year period, that I believe it's going to be more on the left because it feels like it's over here, but there's going to be like a little lumpy poo or something like that. And instead of like waiting, not crazy, just small, but it's either going to be when they biopsy it, it's either going to be a cyst or it's going to be something that when they take it out, they got all of it. Okay. But it's the thing of going and getting it checked and not just saying, oh, well, wait. Okay. That's the whole thing. That saves everybody and everything. And tell me, hold on. Did you have a dog that had seizures really bad? Okay, interesting. She goes, poor pup had seizures. That's just what I heard in my brain. So I'll have to let you know if somebody I have next session or something comes up with seizures. But yeah, just straight up, poor pup had seizures. And tell me, hold on. Come here, mom. What about her? She's do they have this is very odd for me because I'm in Texas, but do they have Mexican food in Nebraska?
Oh,
You
it
know,
is.
okay, it's very scarce over there, isn't it?
The food's horrible here.
It's terrible. Okay, yeah, they had you. So she said she's talking about like the lack of good food. And she's talking about like if you and your wife go and sit at a table, and if like for me, if I go to a Mexican restaurant, you bite a chip and you're like, oh my God, it's stale. Like, what is this shit? What is going on with that? Okay, so it's really bad. Yeah. So she goes and she's like talking about, oh, it's better if you just stay here and eat, or it's better if you just stay, and microwave something and eat it. And so she's talking about she understands you with your food pandemic
Yeah.
or epidemic, okay? And she's saying that, oh, why? Did you get her cremated? Can you take her with you everywhere and spread a little bit of her everywhere?
I do.
Shut up!
Can I tell you?
Yes.
Holding her right here in my hand. I have the rest of her at my home. But since we traveled the country, I wasn't ready to get rid of her ashes. So I was like, I'm gonna take this vial and I'm gonna put a capful to all the beautiful places that we visit because she didn't get to travel. I don't want to just put her in the ground. So I mean, she's been to some really cool places. And I'm like, I really hope she appreciates that and brings that up because I want to know I'm doing the right thing.
Sorry, do you see the natural progress of that? Yeah, she gets it. She goes like this. She said, she showed me her. I said, what else do you want to talk about? I said, besides food. And she got her body. I said, where are you buried? She goes, "Oh, no. And she put herself in an urn. And I go, oh, okay. I said, so are you with her? And she goes, kinda. And I go, what do you mean by that? And she goes, she has me. And then she got a salt shaker and she showed me United States and she had you go like this. Yes. And that was, remember in the very beginning when she says she goes everywhere, she travels everywhere. That's why.
So
That's why.
cool.
Uh-huh. Yes, she absolutely knows. She gets it. And every time, why? Every time, I guess when you do it, it's like a mini service for her over again every time. Because she's talking about, oh, it's like a whole thing. And I go, I gotcha. And so she's there with
Okay,
you.
awesome.
Okay. Yeah, good job, mommy. And why? Ooh, hold on. Who
So
is that? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? She's talking about Tigger. What about Tigger Tiger? Um hold on. Hold on. Somebody is talking about Nope. I know you didn't have that at your house with you. Do you know if growing up, did she ever have a really big cat or a really big, heavy, heavy, heavy cat? Or did somebody have like a be a really fat small dog or a really fat cat? It's gonna be one or the other. 'Cause it's like a freaking can of biscuits. What's that about?
We had a really cat.
You did! Fucking huge. Yes, sorry. She's making me feel like what it is when you gush a fat cat, and she says, "Oh, they stay with me." Yeah, you're here. You're here. And they showed me an image of I knew a cat a long time ago named Tigger, because it was an orange cat, and it was, like, one of the biggest cats I've ever seen, and so she's equating that cat, to that and being with her.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah, yeah. And she loves it. And so she sits and I said, "So where is this animal?" And she goes, "Right here." She talks about him hamming and sitting with her. So yeah, so they're together and they hang out in your house with you. And why? Hold on, I'm gonna ask her 2, 3 things. Hold on. Tell me. And where? Are you gonna go to Ohio or Utah next? Or is there something for a Mormon area? Sorry, it's so random. Those are, and I don't know where all the Mormons are except for Utah. So that's my assumption.
So we never know where we're gonna go until like the job's completed or like a week before. But we live next to like a Mormon trail road, but we're hoping we get
Oh,
there west, but we really don't, we never know.
wait. You live next to a Mormon trail road. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called like Mormon Trail.
Oh, how interesting. Yeah, somebody showed me Mormon over and over and over again. And I'm like, okay, where is this at?
Over there.
Uh-huh.
Every time we drive by it, I always say the street name because I think it's funny for some. Like,
Yes. Okay, so I just want to let you know that she's probably talking about that. And it may also be, okay, so I just want to let you know from what I do and how I experience life that, and I want you to recognize this too now, that whatever is in your life right now is an echo of either what was or what will be. So I want you to notice that it says not only Mormon Trail Road, right? So she's bringing that up, but you probably will end up going to a place that has a heavy Mormon population. And I want you to email me that when it happens, because I promise you it will be a thing.
okay.
Okay, it does. It does, okay? And, hold on, let me see. Yeah, so she's with you when she's driving. Tell me. Come here. Hold on. I love your mom. She's so cool. Oh, I just saw an orb in my brain. Hold on. What? Your mom is in the 80s in my brain, and, like, late 70s, early 80s, early, and she's, like, dancing, and she's God, I wish I could put you in my brain right now. It's like if I'm going to, like, a semi mini rave party with, like, a Madonna concert wrapped up at the same thing, and, like, this is, like, her version of heaven, and what happened with that? Hold on. Did you get hold on, hold on. Oh, you got her driver's license?
Um, sure.
Or did you end up getting her wallet? That would be the second thing that goes with this, wallet. Okay. Yeah, sorry. She shows me all this. She shows me cards, bag, wallet, and then she flashes me, like, her face. Like the ugly driver's license pictures that we all take. And, she goes like this. She says, "Oh, she has." And then she shows me a symbol of hold on. Watch out for a rainbow the next 2 days. I have no idea if it's even gonna fucking rain, but that should be interesting. I have no idea why. Or, oh my god, no. Oh, Where are you gonna go anywhere the next couple of days? You just gonna be staying around here where you're at?
No, we'll just be here for work.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So just watch out for a symbol of a rainbow. I
Okay.
don't know why. I don't know why, but not like, oh, I have like a flag or anything like that, but like an authentic, maybe you're walking by a store and there's like a figurine and it has like a little rainbow painted on it or something like that. I don't know what that is. I think it's going to be something more interesting. So just look out for that. I don't know why. Or it could be that there's going to be one in the sky, but she keeps flashing that. And I know it's just not because,
Yeah.
what we are, right? It's not just that. There's something, a deeper meaning to it. And that's going to be another sign. And tell me one more thing. Hold on. Do you know Rebecca or a Becky? Do you have any idea of like a Rebecca or oh my God, I just realized you have your dog behind you. Do you know a Rebecca or a Becky that would be associated with your mother? Okay, so that's okay. It's a no. We're getting close to where I'm going to be transferring over to my next session. So it could be that somebody is coming through talking about Rebecca or Becky. Or what is hold on. Your mother must not have liked her middle name or something. She will not tell it to me, and there's like an odd feeling about it for some reason, or like I don't know why that would be weird.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know what that would be about. There's also another thing down the line of this is going to sound really stupid, but I just have to like lightly bring it up. Have you ever considered like naming a dog after your mother or something when you get another one or like using her middle name as like your dog's name and not in a derogatory way, just as in like, an interesting way?
well, we probably wouldn't do the middle name because no one likes that middle name. She doesn't
Oh,
like her.
it is bad. She doesn't like it. What is it? What is it? So, okay, yeah, I'm asking. So they've been getting really good at telling me like their whole names, like their middle names and stuff like that. And I ask her, and she's like, I don't even want to repeat it. And then she shows me Voldemort from Harry Potter, and she's like, we just don't say it. And I'm like, okay, like we don't say the name Voldemort. And then she adds in like naming an animal after her or something down the line. That way you're calling her name, but we don't have it right now because that would be like a kid or something, like adding it in, and she will help you like choose this animal and everything like that. But yeah, your mom is in heaven. She's a higher vibrational spirit, and she's fun and she's light and she's with you and she's having a good time, clearly having a party everywhere you go. And she's not bad. She's a great person. What questions do you have? Anything for me before I'm gonna have to run to my next session?
Um,
Anything?
yeah. Does she want me to tell her mom anything, or does she have anything to say that clearly only she would know? Like,
Mm, 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 mm. So her mother is not in like a nursing home or anything like that yet. She's like up and living by herself right now, or she's up and she's doing her own thing. She's not like in an assisted living center.
no, she's not. I mean, she's getting
Yeah.
old, but
Yeah, she goes like this. She's talking about no, there's two things. This is weird. Of course, there's like the normal I love you. That's why she's showing up, right? Because there is connection. She does love you a lot more. Like you and her bond, like she loves you. She loves her, but like there's a big, big thing over here. Um, but there's also has her mother, um, I don't know, has her mother thought about you're probably gonna tell me no on this. Has her mother thought about getting eye surgery?
mm. I don't know. I can ask. I don't really talk
Okay.
to.
Ah, okay. Yeah, there's a weird so one thing is like this. She says, "Do something good for you. Do something good for yourself. Don't just get stuck." And I go, "Okay, well, what are you talking about?" And she's talking about eyes, she's talking about vision. I said, "Yes, when you get older, yes, your vision goes like mine's going to shit. I can only imagine, older than that." And then she shows me how my mom like 2 years ago had cataract surgery or something like that. And she's talking about how it's a good idea to get this done, or it could be some sort of like around eye surgery. And she says, don't just wait on it. Don't just wait. Or it's something that maybe she's thought about or that has crossed her mind, but she's not going to do it because probably either money or stubbornness or something like that. But I think it's going to end up, yeah, cheap. Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's going to be something that's going to push her in that direction because in the end, it would be like a lot better for her, I guess you would say. There's the other feeling of, hold on, hold on. I don't know if you should actually tell her this, but when does she turn 82? When does she turn 82?
Don't even know how old she is.
Okay, it's okay. Somebody goes like this. She says she's talking about the number 80. I think it's 82. I don't think it's 92. And she's talking about like this time period getting closer. So there could be, I would say, don't tell her about this, but there could be that something big happens like at that, or it could be because she says, "I'm coming to get you," like that, just like that. So they're like karmatic partners in some way, obviously, clearly mother and daughter, but I think it goes a little bit deeper than my understanding can go. So it may be that around 82, maybe even like 84, something happens and she takes her home. It doesn't feel like it's a huge thing. It feels like it's pretty quick. But so yeah, email me and let me know when that is. Okay. And we can talk about that. So I do have to run to my next session. Otherwise, they're going to get pissed at me right now. But I want you to take a couple minutes. I want you to have a good breather, a good ugly cry, if you can. I want you to know that your mom is around you. And I'm glad that you could be here. And I want you to know that they know everything, apparently. Okay. And then if you need me or if you have any questions, email me. Okay. All right, my friend. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Okay.